Dear students, today I am going to explain ionization energy. This is very important topic in inter first year. For any class, ionization energy is very important topic. So before going to details, first I would like to explain what is ionization energy. Ionization energy is the amount of energy required to remove an electron from outermost cell of neutral, gaseous and isolated atom in its ground state is called ionization energy or ionization enthalpy. There is another name of first ionization enthalpy. Here the whole definition is represented by the equation x plus IE1 gives rise to x plus E minus. Here x is represented for any element. In gaseous state, what is most important here is neutral, gaseous and isolated atom. That is the main characteristics of any atom. So what we need to understand here is the amount of energy required. So this is the required energy to remove an electron from neutral atom. For any case, from neutral atom, if you want to remove an electron, we call that is first ionization enthalpy. Next, the amount of energy required to remove an electron from unipositive cation is called second ionization enthalpy. Here x plus IE2 gives rise to x2 plus E minus. Here IE2 refers second ionization enthalpy. So therefore it is not a neutral atom, it is unipositive cation. So the energy required to remove an electron from this ion is called IE2. The ionization enthalpy is expressed in kilojoules per mole. There is another unit for ionization energy is expressed in electron volts per atom. So what is most important thing is these two equations. In the first equation we have IE1, in the second equation we have IE2. IE1 is a first ionization enthalpy and IE2 is second ionization enthalpy. Second ionization enthalpy is always greater than first ionization enthalpy. So what is the reason for IE2 is always greater than IE1? The reason is it is more difficult to remove an electron from unipositively charged cation than neutral atom. Here we write an electron from positively charged ion is tightly held by the nucleus compared to neutral atom. That's why second ionization enthalpy values is always greater than first ionization enthalpy. In the same way, the third ionization enthalpy will be higher than the second ionization enthalpy and so on. Therefore, we can understand IE1 less than IE2, less than IE3 and less than IE4 and so on. So therefore, second ionization energy is always greater than first ionization energy. This is very important one. The next one. And we need to understand factors affecting ionization energy. The following factors are affecting ionization energy. The first one is atomic size, shielding or screening effect, penetrating nature of electron, nuclear charge and electronic configuration. We need to discuss how these factors affect ionization energy. Next, now we are going to understand atomic size or size of atom. We call atomic radius also. In a small atom, the electrons are tightly held by the nucleus because the distance between the center and the outermost electron is very short. Therefore, electrons are tightly held by the nucleus. At the same time, while in a large atom, the electrons are less strongly held by the nucleus. This is the reason the ionization energy decreases when the size of atom increases. Therefore, ionization energy and atomic size, atomic radius or atomic size is inversely proportional to each other. The second one is nuclear charge. This is another very important factor influenced by the ionization energy. The ionization energy increases with increase in nuclear charge. Nuclear charge, nucleus means center. In the center we know that there is a protons, positive charge. Positive charge always attracts the electrons in outermost shell. So when the nuclear charge increase, the attraction force of attraction on the outermost electrons is increased. That's why ionization energy is also increased. Therefore, there is a relation between nuclear charge and ionization energy that is directly proportional. Therefore, ionization energy is directly proportional to the nuclear charge. The next one, shielding or screening effect. The large number of electrons in inner shells greater the shielding effect. What is the meaning of shielding effect? The inner electrons decrease the attraction force of center on the outermost electrons. That is the shielding effect. So I will explain the shielding effect in separate topic. Now we are going to understand what is the relation between screening effect and ionization energy. If the screening effect increase, ionization energy decrease. Therefore, ionization energy and screening effect is inversely proportional, like atomic radiation and ionization energy. So the next one is penetrating effect or penetration effect of electron. Penetration property, that means in s electrons has the ability to go towards the center, towards the nucleus. Therefore, penetrating nature of s electrons is more than other electrons. The ionization energy increase with the increase of penetrating nature of orbital electrons. S electron resides nearer to the nucleus. So therefore, s electrons have the nature of penetrating more than the other electrons and more tightly held than p electrons. Therefore, ionization energy of s electrons is more than p electrons, d electrons and f electrons, because s electrons has penetrating nature, more penetrating nature. Therefore, ionization energy is more than other orbitals than s orbital. This is the order, decreasing order of penetrating nature and as well as ionization energy. S greater than p, greater than d and greater than f. In some atoms, s electrons is more difficult to remove than p electrons. So next, the next one is electronic configuration. This is most influencing factor of ionization energy. We need to understand in any atom has half-filled and full-filled orbitals, fully filled and half-filled orbitals. Such an arrangement is highly stable. We called it is a highly stable electronic configuration like noble gases. That's why hence high energy is required to remove the electron. Therefore, first ionization values is higher than the neighboring elements in the periodic table. Let me explain this one. Ionization energy, completely filled orbitals is greater than the ionization energy of half-filled orbitals in valence shell is greater than incompletely filled orbitals. So if you understand this completely filled orbitals, if any atom has outermost orbital has completely filled, that atom has highest ionization energy. Next, the last topic in this one is variation of ionization energy in period. This is very important. In period from left to right, atomic size decrease due to nuclear charge increase. We all know that. Therefore, ionization energy and ionization enthalpy or ionization energy. Ionization enthalpy increases across period, because from left to right in the period atomic size decreases. So therefore, ionization energy is inversely proportional to the atomic size. So what ionization energy changes depends on atomic size. Atomic size decreases, so ionization energy increases. It is very easy to understand what is the variation of ionization energy in period. Next, variation of ionization energy in group. This is very similar to period, but in reverse. It is reciprocal, the changes of period. Ionization enthalpy decreases on moving down the group, because from top to bottom atomic size increases. In group, definitely there is a new cells added by atom, that's why atomic size definitely increase. If atomic size increases, ionization energy decreases. That is it. So here variation of ionization energy in period, then reason is also noted, and variation of ionization energy group, reason is also noted here. Now we are going to understand very deeply how these variations change in period and group. Next, this is the table. Here it is a graph, atomic number on x-axis and ionization energy is on y-axis. If you observe this, the helium and neon and argon, all are noble gases, has highest amount of ionization energy. There is one thing very important here, lithium, next element is beryllium. The beryllium ionization energy is higher than lithium. The next element, boron. Actually boron ionization energy is greater than beryllium, but the boron ionization energy is less than beryllium, because in beryllium the half-filled orbitals, full-filled orbital, 2s orbitals, ionization energy of boron is less than ionization energy of beryllium. It happens because the presence of full-filled 2s orbitals in beryllium. Beryllium has atomic number 4, therefore 1s2, 2s2, it is electronic configuration. 2s2 is the valence electronic configuration, 2s2 full-filled orbitals. But in boron, 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, there is no full-filled orbitals, incompletely filled orbitals is there in boron, that's why beryllium has highest ionization energy. Similarly, in magnesium, in case of magnesium and aluminum also, magnesium has the highest ionization energy compared to aluminum, because magnesium has full-filled orbitals compared to aluminum. And in case of nitrogen and oxygen, nitrogen has a highest ionization energy, more ionization energy than oxygen, because nitrogen has half-filled orbitals in valence shell. Here they noted oxygen valence orbitals 2p4, one orbital has 2 electrons and other 2 single electrons, so incompletely filled. This electronic configuration shows that oxygen has less ionization energy compared to nitrogen. Next, so we are going to understand the ionization energies values element by element. Lithium, 1s2, 2s1 is electronic configuration. Here understand the first ionization energy is 520 kilojoules per mole. Look at the second ionization energy value, it is 7297. So huge increase, huge jump in second ionization energy, because the second electron held tightly to the nucleus. The lithium plus ion is equal to helium, it is equal to inert gas configuration. That's why the lithium second ionization energy values is more than the first ionization energy. All the elements have first ionization energy values and second ionization energy, but look at the second ionization energy always greater than the first ionization energy values. And similarly you can look here, boron is only 800.6 kilojoules per mole and beryllium 899. There is a sharp decrease in the ionization energy, because we already discussed in beryllium there is a full-filled orbitals, boron doesn't. That's why beryllium has high ionization energy than boron. Similarly, you can look here, nitrogen, the first ionization energy is 1402. In oxygen, it is 1313.7 kilojoules per mole. There is a decrease in ionization energy. Why the nitrogen has highest ionization energy than oxygen? Because nitrogen has half-filled p orbitals in valence shell. Half-filled p orbitals give the highest stability to nitrogen compared to oxygen. So these are the ionization energy values. Look at the neon. Neon is a noble gas. It is all-time high first ionization energy value, almost 2080. Compared to list out the elements here, compared to other elements, neon is the greatest first ionization energy value, because neon is a noble gas. It is octet structure in outermost shell, full-filled orbitals. That's why neon has highest ionization energy. So what is gives an idea, if you go down from top to bottom in group, the ionization energy values decreases because of atomic size increase. So in left to right in period, the ionization energy values definitely increase because atomic size decrease in the period. That is it. ఆఫ్ చేయమ్మా.